The receipt trembled in her hand. $0. Not a single cent. Maria stood frozen beside the table, the hum of the restaurant fading into a dull echo. The man had already pushed his chair back. Crisp suit, silver watch, calm eyes that never once met hers. He walked away as if nothing had happened. Before I tell you what happened next, like, comment, share, and subscribe to Kindness Valley and tell me where you're watching from. The restaurant was quiet in that early afternoon way. Sunlight spilled through tall windows, catching dust in the air. The lunch crowd had thinned. Plates clinked softly in the kitchen. Maria wore the same faded blue uniform she washed every night in her sink. Her name tag was scratched, but clean. She was a single mother. 2 kids at home. 1 backpack with a broken zipper. 1 fridge that hummed louder when it was empty. Tips weren't extra for her. They were survival. Gas, milk, school lunch. The man had ordered simply. Soup, bread, water. He spoke softly, polite, almost distant. Maria had refilled his glass twice, cleared his plate without a sound. She didn't rush him. She never did. When he stood to leave, she offered a small smile. He nodded once, then left the bill on the table. $0 tip. Her chest tightened. Not anger, just that familiar weight, the kind that settles quietly when hope shrinks a little more. She reached for the plate to clear it, and then she saw it. Something white beneath the ceramic, folded, neat, deliberate. Her fingers paused midair. The dining room felt suddenly still. Even the sunlight seemed to hold its breath. She slid the plate aside. It was an envelope. Her name was written on it, carefully, as if the writer didn't want to make a mistake. Maria swallowed. Her hands shook as she picked it up. She glanced around. The man was gone, the door still swinging slightly from his exit. She tucked the envelope into her apron and walked toward the back. Her legs heavy, her heart louder than the dishes. In the narrow hallway near the storage room, she leaned against the wall and opened it. Inside was a letter. And cash, a lot of it, more than she made in a month. Her breath caught. Her eyes blurred. The letter was short. I didn't leave a tip on the table because I didn't want anyone to see this. I once judged someone in your place. I was wrong. Today, I try to do better. Thank you for your dignity. That was all. Maria slid down the wall and sat on the cold floor. Tears fell freely now, not from relief alone, but from being seen, truly seen, not as a waitress, not as a burden, but as a person with quiet strength. She stayed there for a moment, just breathing. About 20 seconds later, she wiped her face, stood up, and returned to the floor. The world hadn't changed. Orders still came in. Tables still needed wiping. But something inside her had shifted. Later that day, the manager whispered to another server, shaking his head. That guy, Billionaire, owns half the city. Maria didn't react. She didn't need to. That night, she stopped by the grocery store on the way home. She didn't rush. She bought fresh fruit, real juice, a small cake with blue frosting. No reason, just because. At home, her kids looked up in surprise. What's that for? Her son asked. Maria smiled softly. Just a good day. She never told them the full story. Weeks passed. One afternoon, the restaurant buzzed with nervous energy. Suits filled the booths. Managers straightened ties. Someone important was coming. Maria recognized him the moment he walked in. Same calm eyes, same quiet presence. He was led to a table by the window. The sunlight found him again. This time, Maria was assigned to him. She approached slowly, steady, professional. Welcome back, she said. He looked up, paused, then smiled. Not the polite kind. The real one. Thank you, he replied. They didn't speak much. They didn't need to. When he left, he tipped normally. On the receipt. No envelope this time. As she cleared the table, Maria noticed something else. A small card left behind. It read, "Some lessons cost nothing. Others change everything." She folded it and placed it in her pocket. That night, after her kids were asleep, Maria sat by the window. The city lights flickered like distant stars. She thought about power, about wealth, about how easy it is to mistake silence for weakness. The man had money, but what he gave her was something rarer. Respect. If this story moved you, like, comment, and share. Tell us your Kindness Valley thoughts below and subscribe for more untold stories. Sometimes, the truest generosity isn't loud. It hides under plates. It waits quietly. And it reminds us that dignity, when recognized, can change a life forever.